What if the world you touch and see is the outside of a deeper mind? Not a ghost story, a clear idea. Mind is basic. The physical world is how mind shows up in public. Like a face in a mirror. The face is real, but the person is deeper. This view is often linked to philosopher Bernardo Kastrup. Stay with me. Let's walk through it, step by step. Everything we know comes through experience. Colors, sounds, feelings, meaning. Science works inside experience too. Measurements appear as numbers we see, graphs we read, signals we hear. So we start here. Now flip the usual picture. Instead of dead matter makes mind, try this. Mind comes first. The physical is its public display. Equations and models show the outside patterns. Your inner life is the inside feel of those patterns. Stand by a quiet lake at dusk. The surface is dark and smooth. Then a swirl forms, then another. From the shore, you see the shape of each swirl, rings, motion, shadows. That is the outside. If the water could feel, the swirl would have an inner flow, a felt direction, a hush and a tug. That is the inside. One thing, two sides. How it looks from outside, how it feels from inside. Now let your view rise above the lake. Many swirls hold their shape. Each is a center. Each is local. But all are made of the same water. In this story, reality is like that. One wide field of mentation, many local centers inside it. You, me, every creature, each with a private interior, separate at the edges, connected underneath. Sit in a cockpit at night. Gauges glow, needles move, the plane flies through dark air. The dials match the flight. They guide, they constrain, they keep things safe. But the dials do not make the sky. They do not create the plane from nothing. Brains are like that. They track and shape a stream of experience. They set a boundary. They focus the flow. Change the dashboard and the flight changes with it. Change the brain and experience changes too.
You are in an airplane, the airplane has sensors, it makes measurements of the sky, the clouds outside, and those measurements are presented to the pilot in the form of dial indications on a dashboard. If the plane is not flying around the sky, there are no dashboard representations, but the sky is still there, right? So under analytic idealism, matter is a dashboard representation. When there are no planes flying around, in other words, when there are no living beings looking around, there is no matter, because matter is a dashboard representation. You need a dashboard to have a dashboard representation. But the thing that is represented, the sky, the clouds, that is always there, whether you're flying around in a plane or not, whether there is a dashboard or not.
The match is strong, but the dashboard is not the source. It is the public face of the process. If the physical is the outside of mind, tight matches should appear. Not just more activity equals more experience. What matters is pattern and organization. Which hubs speak to which? How signals lock together? How constraints shape the flow? Sometimes, when typical constraints loosen, experience opens in new ways. People report richer color, new links, unusual insights. The dashboard looks different. The inner stream feels different. Both shift together. Now look at the very small world. In careful tests, clear results show up when things meet and interact. A dot appears on a screen, a click in a detector, a mark in a log. Between those meetings, the math tracks possibilities, not fixed classical shapes. That is strange only if we expect tiny hard balls. But if the physical is the public pattern of mind, it fits. Shared stable outcomes appear when systems touch and line up. The public picture becomes sharp. Most of the time, it stays sharp thanks to smoothing effects that spread and fix patterns across the world. So the table stays solid, the moon stays there. The public face holds. Am I alone in here? Watch a city street at noon. Footsteps cross, voices overlap, many windows, many views. You sense many interiors, not just yours. That is the picture. Many centers in one field, not one ego dreaming everything. Another doubt, if mind is behind it all, why are the rules so strict? Listen to a drum circle. Hands are free, yet rhythm holds. Patterns repeat. Music keeps time. Laws can live in mind. Order can flow from mentation. Another concern, does this break science? Look at a map on a road trip. The map guides you, the land is real. You trust the fit. Science maps the public side of mind. Tests still work, numbers still guide. We do not throw away the map. We ask what the mapped world is made of at its base. This view keeps the power of science and starts from where data live, experience. No need to pull feelings out of dead stuff with a magic trick. Experience is basic. It also shifts how we see ourselves, not islands in the dark, centers in one wider field. Care may deepen, wonder may return.
How does the brain generate consciousness? Should we not instead ask, how does consciousness or mind generate the brain?
There are three hypotheses here. One is the brain creates the mind. Nobody could ever explain how this could happen, not even in principle. The mind creates the brain, or the mind and the brain are both created by a third thing. In all three cases, you have the correlation, right? Under analytic idealism, you don't even come to this question. It's not like there is a deliberate creation by one party of the other party. One is just what the other looks like. The brain is simply what mental activity looks like when observed from the outside. So you don't even get to, oh, then mental activity creates the brain. Well, in a sense, yes, but it's not deliberate. It's not an act of creation. It's a spontaneous thing. The brain is what mental processes look like. It's the appearance of it. It's like asking, does combustion create flames? Well, flames are what combustion looks like.
So, here's the spine of the idea. Mind is basic. The world we share is its public face. Your inner life is the private feel of a local stream. Many centers, one field. The dashboard matches the flight, but the sky is wider. Thanks for watching. If this helped, stay for the next deep dive.